Today we're doing my top 10 favorite episodes of That's So Raven is a Disney Channel series that ran from 2003 to 2007 about a teen psychic and her misadventures. These are my personal favorites, the episodes I think are best in my personal opinion. With that said, let's get started. Point of no return. Raven's father gives her $100 for a new calculator, but when Raven has one of those self-fulfilling visions of her in a trendy blouse, she spends the money on that to wear it to a party with the plan to return it the next day.
Wait, I gotta put on the finishing touches! Oh, no, where did it go? Get out of the shirt! Get out!
This episode is full of great comedic sequences, and the antics of preparing the dress and returning it make this one of my favorites. Double Vision. Okay, most people know this episode inside and out, so I'll speed it up. Raven's best friend Chelsea has a crush on this admittedly pretty hot guy Ben, but then Raven has a vision of herself and Ben kissing, so she tries to avoid him until they both save a student at the same time, leading them to realize that the other is psychic too. They bond and later learn that when they're close, it strengthens their powers. This is a nice episode, if not without a few cliches, but the song at the end makes it all worth it.
My first song is called The Ballad of the Salad. I try to save the situation when I end up misbehaving.
Chef Man and Raven. This episode doesn't get high ratings, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine. Raven signs her father up for a father-daughter cooking show, but discovers the reigning champ is a longtime rival from cooking school who humiliated Victor with stuffed mackerel, a dish Victor failed to dazzle on.
Our challenge dish is going to be stuffed mackerel.
So Raven and her friends help him train to perfect his flip in time for the show, but Raven has another vision of things apparently being worse than the last time. This is a good father-daughter episode that actually has some canon in it.
I try to save the situation when I end up misbehaving.
True Colors. This is one of the more famous episodes, yet stunningly I couldn't find any decent quality video of it. Even these still images aren't that good. This was the Black History Month episode that also dealt with racial discrimination in hiring, and is one that will no doubt top many lists of favorite episodes. But for me, as important and admirable as the message is as an episode, it's not my favorite to watch just in general.
I try to save the situation when I end up misbehaving.
In case you didn't know, home renovation shows were a much bigger deal in the 2000s. They actually had space on network TV instead of now where they're relegated to HD TV. In Hook Up My Space, Raven takes advantage of a vision to get the basement as her new room before Corey does.
I had a vision, so what?
So that's cheating?
No, it's not cheating, it's a gift. I'd be cheating myself if I didn't use it.
You'll also note this was back when Raven-Symoné was tanning, and it really shows in season 4. That's why she's looking so much lighter in the new Raven's Home spinoff. Raven finds out she's on Hook Up My Space, a show where loved ones renovate your room while you're gone for a day. But surprise, surprise, it's Corey, and he's getting revenge. This is my favorite sibling rivalry episode, and it has a very touching ending.
I try to save the situation when I end up misbehaving.
That's so not Raven. This is another episode that gets around due to its message of body positivity. Raven has a vision of herself modeling a dress she made on the runway, and she places as a finalist in a design contest. But you know Raven has always been a little curvilicious.
Sweetheart, the only way that's going to happen is if you were a size 2.
After a crazy workout scene that I love, she finally marches on that runway modeling her own dress and ain't having none of that size 2 mess that Miss Thing was preaching. It's not the funniest episode so far on the list, but it's definitely earned a solid spot.
I try to save the situation, then I end up misbehaving.
Psychics Wanted. What I love about Psychics Wanted is that it's an episode that had to exist and they made it fun rather than trite. It even has Niecy Nash as its TV psychic. And like half the episodes on this list, it's centered around a hot guy, which is very much my choice. Raven has a vision that a cute musician student, Quiz, comes to her door, but she can't seem to get his attention. She could also use some cash, so she gets a job working at a psychic call center. But when Niecy Nash quits, the job's given to Raven, who then gets a call from Quiz, who of course doesn't recognize her. But when she has a vision that he gets his desired scholarship, she tells him it's contingent on something.
The mystic bones are rattling.
Yes, they say that you must meet a girl
Who is she?
with a name like a bird.
Robin.
Oh, no.
Lark?
No.
Nancy Hoxton.
Forget it.
Her name is Raven. You got to go meet her.
Tell me you wouldn't do the same thing if you were psychic on national TV and a cute little Weird Al Yankovic looking type called you up and asked you to make his dreams come true. Tell me. This episode is good fun with a good moral too.
I try to save the situation, then I end up misbehaving.
Saturday Afternoon Fever. In my opinion, this is the best mother-daughter episode of That's So Raven, which isn't saying much considering the actress who played her mother wasn't even in the show's final season. This one sees Raven trying to get close to Eddie's new adorable friend, but her mother, Tanya, keeps pressuring her for some mother-daughter quality time. The majority of the episode is Raven running back and forth between a sappy romance with her mother and Eddie and the real boy in another theater, trying to get time to talk to him, failing miserably, and not letting her mom know she's skipping out on her. Everything that can go wrong does go wrong, but the ending isn't quite what you'd expect. But that's not all. The concession scene is the funniest bit of physical comedy Disney has ever put out. This and the #1 spot are the 2 episodes on this list I think you should actually find and watch if you've never seen the show before.
I try to save the situation, then I end up misbehaving.
Bend It Like Baxter. This is not an episode that a lot of fans would rank highly, but for me, it just works. It's a mistaken identity story where another hot guy is at play, this time an athlete and a fitness enthusiast. When he mistakes Raven for Natasha, another student who's a Russian gymnast, a smitten Ray plays along.
So I take it you didn't talk Eric out of the run.
I didn't talk him out of the run. I didn't talk him out of the sit-ups. I didn't talk him out of the push-ups.
So when are you gonna tell him the truth, Ray? When you're married and have 10 kids?
I love the climax of Ray doing her best at gymnastics. It's putting your money where your mouth is and failing at its finest.
I try to save the situation, then I end up misbehaving.
And my favorite episode of That's So Raven is...
Oh, hey, Ray, you want to come over and do that biology homework and rewrite that history paper?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. You want to go shopping and get a pedicure? That's what I thought you said.
No, no, and no.
Driven to Insanity. There's 3 visions. There's drama. There's laughs. There's a dash of rebellion, relatability, a midway twist, and even a bit of heart at the end that you don't see coming. That really raises the bar in a way I don't think I've seen since this episode. This is an early episode, and Raven is 14. When a cute 17-year-old asks her out, you know her parents are gonna say no. But when the date is less than she hoped for and her parents show up at the same restaurant, aw, hell don't break loose. I'm trying not to spoil too much, and as the other episodes on this list have shown, things can get pretty crazy. When I started making this list, I thought my top 3 episodes were a bit of a toss-up. But no, this really does belong at the #1 spot. For me, it is the best episode of That's So Raven. Check out my top 10 Disney Channel sitcoms of the 2000s. You might be surprised where this show ranks. And don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment future videos you'd like to see. Thanks for watching.